So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Precious Carroll, and I am a triple silver. I am on the Team Twilight team, and my platinum is 1-star platinum Courtney Sharples. And today we are going to go over Exoticca, which is one of my favorite suppliers, and how you can use it to have create social media posts. So you guys should be able to see my screen. I am sharing. Someone just do a little reaction if you guys can see my screen. That way I know for sure. All right, okay. So if you guys don't know about Exoticca, you can see it in facts, it's listed, but you have to just sign up. There's a go to travel advisors portal. It's very easy to sign up. And once you get in here, the reason why I love it so much is because this supplier provides you with an itinerary that includes excursions, your airfare, and all of your hotel accommodations for the entirety of the trip. So we're going to just pick at random because I just wanted to do something. Let's see. I think maybe we can do Dubai. We'll do Dubai. So at the top, we've got Africa. It'll show the destinations, and you can sign up for if you want to be notified when other destinations become available. Sometimes they have the Bahamas and they don't have that visible right now. But we'll go to Asia and we'll click on the United Arab Emirates. Okay, so we're going to do this first one. And what we'll do is we'll click on See Trip right here. It's in 9 days. One of the things that I try to keep in mind is that most of these itineraries are either 7 to 20 days. So this is something that you're going to want to use Exoticca for one, but you're also going to want to make sure that your client has leisure for how much time they can take off and how much time they want to do. So when you go down to departure city, it's all of the major cities, and it will change based off of availability. So what I don't want you to do is to come in here and think that the flights will be available. They might not be. So we'll pick Philadelphia. And we can click on See Prices for 2 adults. I'm going to zoom in a little bit just to make sure you guys can see it. For 2 adults, we'll click on See Prices. And then we're going to have a calendar that will tell us what our departure dates are and the price. So April is a little high because it's next month. So if we kind of stretch it out a little bit, we wanted to make sure that we are providing them, the down payments are a little bit higher with Exoticca. And some of the perks, while I'm looking, I'm going to tell you some of the perks of booking with them is that they don't have any NCFs. So what's an NCF? That's non-commissionable fares, which means that you are going to earn commission on the airfare, the accommodations, the excursions. You're going to earn commission on the entirety of this booking. So let's do November, $22.99 per person. And we're going to cross our fingers and hope that we get some flights for this date. If we do, we are live. And you guys are going to just absolutely love this. It just tickles me. I love it so much. So let's see. We got flights. We are going to be gold. Okay, so it will tell me straight off the bat that this is going to be $47.98. So I'm thinking in my mind of adding about $1,000 to this in excursions, but the excursions are already included. So you have Superior and Luxury. And just so that you're aware, with Exoticca, they have their hotel categories in 3 different categories. 1 is Charm, 2 is Superior, and 3 is Luxury. So Charm is your basic economy. You can think of it when you're booking flights, right? And Superior would be the seat on the airplane with the extra cabin room, like extra leg room. And then luxury would be like, I've upgraded to business or first class. Okay, so you're talking 5-star resorts, Superior is 4-star, and Charm is 3-star or lower. But Exotica has impeccable taste with their hotel accommodations. And as you get used to using the supplier and searching for different itineraries, you'll notice that their Charm accommodations are actually really nice. So we're going to go ahead with Superior, and we're going to stick with a double bed, which, just so you're aware, I've called Exotica. When they put double bed, it might really just be a king bed. It just means one single bed that's in the room. So don't think of it from like our kind of American standards where we see double bed and we're like, it's not even a queen. So the first thing I do is I look at my flights. So this one's leaving 3:55 p.m. from Philadelphia, short layover in Atlanta, goes to Paris, and then Paris to Dubai. So it arrives in Dubai at 11:20 p.m. I don't know, let me see. I'm gonna look for more results. Most people are not gonna like that itinerary. Let's look at this one. Is it the same? It is. Maybe we'll do, okay, I like this one better. Philly to Frankfurt, 5-hour layover, and then 1:30 p.m., still arriving the next day. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna select this one. And it includes 1 carry-on bag per passenger and 2 check bags. So I'm with that. All right. So yeah, that upped our price just a little bit. It automatically updates. And the reason why we want to look at our prices is because they always have this optional early check-in. If you select it, then your customer will be charged. But if which is 12 p.m. and 3 p.m., there is a supplement to access your hotel room before regular check-in hours. Please note that if you arrive on an early flight, you may not have access to your hotel room until check-in, which is between 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. So since I know that my customer is going to be arriving the next day at 7, this is Frankfurt to Dubai, 11 p.m. I am going to not select it because as long as I get there before midnight, they should be fine. But you have to check that. So they have these optional excursions on here, and it has 9 days included flights, 8 days, and 7 nights in destination. So the total trip is 9 days, including your flight, but they will spend 8 days and 7 nights in the destination. So to make this really quick, we're just going to go up here and we're going to download as a PDF. So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to open up the chat a little bit and you guys can let me know what you guys are thinking so far. Would you guys want to use Exotica? Let's go ahead. The chat is enabled. Let's see what you guys say. All right. All right, I'm seeing some yeses. Pretty cool. One of my favorite sites. Looks great so far. All right. I know I love Exotica. I absolutely love Exotica. All right, so we got our download. We're gonna open it up. And this is where the magic happens. Look at this. Look at this. Prices starting from $4,000, right? You're going to travel to Dubai and have where it's filled with soaring skyscrapers. Let me just go ahead and zoom in just to make sure you can see this. Man-made islands and ultra-modern shopping malls. You're going to spend an unforgettable evening under the stars on a luxury 4x4 desert excursion, explore the Old Town, visit the magnificent Sheikh Zayed Mosque in neighboring Abu Dhabi, and get to know the unique cultures and luxurious lifestyle of the United Arab Emirates. Perfect. Chef's kiss. Okay, look at this. So you've got your premium care, which includes your peace of mind for all of your coverage, and it gives you a quick snippet. This includes your departures from main US airports, your international flights from US to Dubai, 7 nights accommodation in superior category hotels, 7 breakfasts. Now remember, we're 8 days in destination. So your breakfasts are covered. You have a lunch and a dinner, which is probably going to be within an excursion. And all of your transfers are in an air-conditioned vehicle, and it includes your excursions and your air taxes and fuel surcharges. So I'm just going to go through so you can see real quick that it literally walks your customer through their entire experience with timeframes. So you're going to spend your night on board from November 8th in the US, and you're going to arrive in Dubai on November 9th. Okay. It says you will have the option to add early check-in on arrival in Dubai before 3:00 p.m. in the next step of the booking process. And I showed you that part. But we know that our customer will be arriving in Dubai within the time period for them to check in. We don't need to add that on. So it shows you November 10th, breakfast at the hotel, get to know the city as you set off on a half-day tour, which is included in the price. Begin in the historic area of Exoticca, home to old merchant houses, cafes, and restaurants, and board an Abra, which is a water taxi, and cruise along the waterways of Dubai Creek before disembarking and explore the spice souk and gold bazaars. So they can go shopping. The most famous in the world, these gold bazaars are. And then you return to the hotel and enjoy the evening at your leisure. So this also recommends for your customer to want to encourage you to get the optional Dow cruise and dinner. And this is what you have to note. We'll make sure you're really seeing this. Please note this excursion operates on Friday afternoons and Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday mornings only. So I always like to just double check. It tells you the date, so we can just scroll down on your little calendar and make sure that November 10th is one of those days. And it almost always is. Only one time did I see it off, and I called Exoticca and they fixed it. Excellent customer service. So the next day, they'll have a 4x4 desert excursion, which is included with an optional half-day modern Dubai tour. Then after that, they have an included full-day excursion to Abu Dhabi. And I want you to note that at the end of each day, it tells you like return to the hotel and overnight stay in Dubai. So we're still in Dubai. And on the 12th, you're having a full Abu Dhabi experience. And you are after breakfast at the hotel, you're going to set off to Abu Dhabi, right? And you're going to do this tour. And then at the end, stop for lunch at a traditional restaurant before exploring. After an action-packed day, return to Dubai. If you go through here, it'll show you overnight stay. Some of these, like especially the Europe itineraries, will have you like skipping and hopping, and it'll include additional flights. So let's say your customer might fly into Rome, spend some time in Rome doing excursions at the Vatican, the Colosseum, maybe go see St. Peter's Basilica, and then they may fly from Rome to southern France and experience St. Tropez. Like, so it provides all of the transfers within your itinerary, and it has the options. So I'm going to zoom out. It explains whether or not the excursion itself is light, moderate, active, or challenging. Now, at the end, you'll see your accommodations, and it will even tell you you will be accommodated in any of the following hotels for our category from November 9th through the 16th. And this is the DoubleTree, Dubai, Al Jadaf, or if the hotel accommodations end up changing, they're going to make sure that your customer has accommodations in a similar category hotel. But the DoubleTree is a Hilton hotel. It's beautiful. And so this is fine. Now, when I say that we're doing this training on how to post to social media, I like to make sure that I am always leading with my brand, right? As you can see with my my background, I always want to lead with my brand. My agency is iBookiGo. And so I don't necessarily want my customer to have this Exoticca blueprint, right? But we've downloaded it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here into Canva. And as you can see, I would have typed in travel itinerary. I'm going to hit enter. And then you can pick whichever one of these you like. Doesn't really matter. But for all intents and purposes, I'm going to select this one. Okay. And then I'm going to click customize this template. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rename it so I don't forget later, because it's easy to do that. And when you download it, the title that's in this section right here at the top, right here, is going to be what saves to your computer. So let's just change that to we're going to name her Soraya's Dubai Trip. Dubai Tour. Itinerary. And then what I'm going to do, just to make it pretty, because this is going to be my mock booking for like the month, right? So I'm going to show you how to quick edit. This is what I do. You can just click the handy redo button. Undo button, I mean. And we're just going to delete all of this crap out. I don't want the destination thing in here. I don't want that in there. I don't want any of these things. I'm just going to, and if I want, I can hit shift and just start clicking. Hold the shift button down while you're clicking. And then hit the delete button. I'm going to take this. I'm going to drag it down so I have more space. And with Canva, you can already have your uploads in anything that you upload can already be in there. So, oh, look, let's just do a pause. SLM bookings. It's one of my favorite agencies. I was going to make some stuff for them. So that's why I have their logo in here. All right, so I have my logo and I'm just going to like drag it on here, make it look pretty. I like to have my logo have a background, like no background, so I can do things like this and make my itineraries look super duper dope. I'm going to take the word travel and delete it. Whoops, I over deleted. Take itinerary, drag it right there, make this a little bit smaller, turn it a little bit so it's like perfect. Drag it. You have to be careful because it will try to take any picture and turn it into the background. So I'm going to click. Ugh, freaking fudgesicles. Okay, there we go. Then I can click on this and this little thing is duplicate. Duplicate it. Let me just, wait, I want this to turn. Make it a little bit smaller. I don't know why it's doing this to me. I don't want you to be in the background. Okay, there we go. All right. There we go. Okay. So I have that. Now I've downloaded it, right? So I'm going to go to my uploads and I'm going to click right here and say upload files. Now, mind you, you could just easily post it any way you want to, but I like doing this because I can use this itinerary because with Exoticca, while it's downloading or it's uploading, with Exoticca, you have multiple destinations. We picked one that wasn't too inexpensive so that way if your customer reaches out to you, the difference will only be about $200 or $300. So this is going to be a broad booking. This means you have your booking from the US and you can say multiple locations available from major US airports. So it's uploaded. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll back up to the top. And I'm going to click on the word design at the top. Wait a minute. Okay, go to projects, sorry. And I'm going to click on this and it will open it up in all of the pages. So if you click on embed design, I just want to show you why I don't do this. If you click on embed design, it'll make it be a link. See that with different pages? You just come up. So you can do that. But what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to delete this. I'm just going to add the first page. And normally when you have something that's in a PDF, it's hard to manipulate it without using like Adobe Acrobat, having the full software package. But with Canva, and when you upload a PDF into Canva, it breaks everything out into small pieces. So you can just delete that. You can literally just delete anything you don't want. So I can add a page. You can click in here, take the Exoticca off. And sometimes the words, let me zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see. Sometimes the words are just a little bit off, right? So I can take that included part. I can cut it. I can add text, add a text box, hit paste, and move it over here. See? Easy. This is like, I can even remove the page numbers by just clicking and deleting. This solves your PDF issue, like the PDF issue. I can add a page, go back to my projects. And this is just a lot of click, click, click. So I'm not going to over edit this whole thing for you because it'll add an extra 10 minutes. But I want you to get the idea. Like this, I can just move this over. I can literally just go in here, Sundays only. I normally will move off some of the optional things in here. I'll remove it if it's too much. You get the opportunity to just manipulate however you want. Okay. So, because I want you guys to be able to have time to ask questions, I'm going to go home because I've already pre-done this itinerary. This was actually a booking that I had, a booking request that I had from a potential customer that I sent out yesterday. So I can go into my recent designs. All right. And we can look at what it looks like when it's completed. Okay, so when I was done editing, on my page, I took this, go back to Exoticca so you can see where I got that from. I just screenshotted this, make sure it's smaller. If you have a Windows computer, you can hit the Windows Shift S at the same time, and it allows you to grab a screenshot. So I'm gonna do it like that. This is what I did, okay? But I don't need that. So I dropped that here for my first page. You can see that I have the I added my logo in. I gave a price includes your hotel, your flights, your half-day Dubai tour, your water taxi, your safari excursion. You're going to see the Louvre Museum. You're going to Abu Dhabi, and you're going to a Dubun camp, and it includes your breakfast. So that's an overview. I took off the picture that they had. I put my my logo there, and I slapped my logo all over this thing. Just bam, iBookiGo. What do? You're sitting at home? iBookiGo. And I put my flights in. The reason why I grabbed screenshots for my flights, because in the regular template, the flights are kind of all bundled together. So just deleted it out. And this is what it looks like. It's perfect. So now, how do you share this on your socials? You hit the share button. I already have my Instagram in here, but I can click share on social, and we'll do Instagram. I can do schedule posts from desktop, which is suitable for Instagram business, or I can post immediately, post from the mobile app. So we'll schedule a post, and we'll hit the word continue. And so I wanted to start on page 1. It says that Instagram business only accepts 1 page per post. You can click page 1. And remember, page 1 includes the summary, right? So it says your design can't be posted to Instagram because it's too tall. So let me just remind you that before you post, you should have a copy of your project, because you want to keep it the large 8.5 by 11 size for you to send out. So I'm going to right click here, make a copy, and then I'm going to edit this one. So remember that when you're done, you want to have a PDF version. So if someone asks you about this, all you have to do is just go in and change your file name, and you already have your mock booking, you already have the quote already up for them. And you just need to go into Exoticca and make sure that the airport that is their home port, or whichever airport is close by, is available. That's your only thing that you'll have to do. So I'm using my copy. I'll go back, schedule post from desktop, and I'm going to say resize it for me. And it makes it in the 816 pixels by 1020 pixels that Instagram requires. And then I can just write my caption, whatever I want it to be, and I can click publish now, or I can click on schedule later. And this is because I have Canva Pro. So I'm not going to schedule this because I actually already have this scheduled. So that is how you can share from Canva directly, and you can schedule it, right? But what if you want to do something else? Let's go into my sociamonials. And I'm going to show you another way that you can post. That's freaking awesome. Just sign into my little account where all the posting magic happens. I don't know why it's doing this. Or maybe I'm already signed in. Let me see. No, don't judge me. I have lots of tabs. Okay. Lots of tabs. So the sign in button is not working. That is so odd. Okay. While I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and open up the chat so I can give you guys an opportunity to ask me some questions. All right. Chat is open. Anybody have any questions so far? Yay. All right, so let's figure out what's going on with socialmonials. Let's just see. This is, of course, is only happening because we're in a training. All right, it's no worries because I have a backup plan. So when I go into socialmonials, normally what I'll do, well, let me finish this thought. When I go into socialmonials, it's just kind of like Hootsuite. I think it's also like Hootsuite, socialmonials. They're basically a social media planning platform, right? So that you can pre-plan your posts out for later. Especially that works good for someone like me. I have a full-time job in the daytime, and I really don't have the time to just plan out all my posts on like each day. So I like to plan my posts out at least 2 weeks in advance. So what I do is I will take the key points out of my Exoticca mock booking. So at the very beginning of your PDF, which we can open back up over here, on the very first page, it gives you a quick synopsis of where you are going, right? It's always in bold. So this is Dubai, Abu Dhabi, you get to go to the mosques. So you can use this as kind of like your base point. And also, it has your 8 days and 7 nights here. Just want to make sure everyone is on mute. Okay. So what you would do in whatever software that you use to post is you would just get some cute emojis, okay? And you would put them on your left corner, and then you're going to put the key points. Like this one is Portugal in 9 days, 7 nights in destination. All flights, accommodations, and transfers are included. 7 breakfasts are included. For this one, you're getting a tour of Lisbon. You're going on an excursions. I type those out with cute little matching emojis. And then you would want to just put in your price. So how do you do that part, right? At the top, I always go, you want to make sure you're doing your brand. So it could be, Heart and Sail Excursions, SLM Bookings, iBookiGo. So for me, I do iBookiGo Portugal. Okay. And at the top, I want to put something like, I know this one's $2,500 per person. So it's really $21.99. I always add like $300 just so I can make sure that the price point is good. So $2,500 per person. And you're going to want to make sure that you have like departure from US airports. You're going to want to put that it's your international flights from the US. Don't put a specific city. And then you'll just take this whole thing, you'll add hashtags. You should always add a hashtag for your business. Always add a hashtag for your business. Over time, that hashtag will trend, like it won't trend, right? But over time, if you ever have a post that happens to go viral, if people get used to your brand as you build, then you'll be able to put that hashtag in and encourage them. Oh, you can just, if you want to see my most recent deals, you can put in my hashtag on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, and my most recent deals will pop up. That's something you want to be able to tell your customers, and you can't if you're not hashtagging your business, okay? Lead with your brand. So an example of what this would look like when it's posted. Let's just go to my Facebook so I can show you. All right. So I use Branch Up to post. You guys should definitely attend a Branch Up training. So I can tell when it's a branch up, but like this is something I just posted randomly earlier. But we're gonna go down. So you can see this posted 10 hours ago today. I'm gonna zoom in. iBookiGo to Portugal. It's got this cute stuff on here. I did not add my hashtag. Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh no, she did not post something and not hashtag her business. See? No, 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 no. See how it says fewer than 1,000 posts? My goal is to make sure that that just goes away. I want that. I don't even want to see that pop up. So that's what it looks like when you post it. And so this is a perfect way for you to have your customer, basically you did your mock booking. You can reuse it because it's November. So you're lowering the amount of effort that you have to put in if you're using Exoticca. It does all the work for you. So that's what it looks like there. So we're gonna go to my webpage and I'm gonna show you what it also looks like if someone goes to my deals. I have my deals on my website. I have my Instagram just post up. So on this page, I have the last 5 posts from my Instagram automatically post here, and it just, it's long. It can be like taxing looking, but this is cool. It's cool. So this is pretty much what it looks like. I think that is a pretty good summary of how you can use Exoticca to post on your socials. And with Canva, another thing that you can do, let's say that you are a TikTok lover, you can take your design and make it a presentation. So then that way it's moving and then you can post it on TikTok. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. I thank everyone for coming, and I'm going to stop recording so I can just hop into questions, and then we can just hop into this. So let me go ahead and stop the recording.